gamers and geeks, my name is OMGWTF, LOLFTWBRB, and welcome to Suprocker Saturday. If you are unfamiliar with what Suprocker Saturday is, well, it is one of the days of the week that I choose to really play any game that I want, such as the ongoing series that we've been doing for quite a long time now, the arcade playthroughs of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Last time we did this was a couple weeks ago when we played as Storm on the Marvel side, and this time around we're going to be playing as a Capcom character. And I kind of chose like a whole kind of demonic team here. As you see, I've selected Firebrand, and I also selected Domaru, I don't know how to pronounce it, from Marvel, and finally Virgil from the Devil May Cry series in Capcom. And I made them all match Firebrand's color here, all of them red. Originally I was going to, my personal favorite Firebrand costume is the Green Goblin one, but I couldn't get I couldn't get Virgil to match it, so I just went with red instead. And this time around, well, actually, let me first say this. A reoccurring thing I like to do here in these arcade playthroughs is give you information on the character we're going to defeat Galactus as. And this time around, we defeat Galactus as none other than Firebrand. So Firebrand, who is from the Ghost and Goblin series, the same series that you see Arthur from this game. Arthur, another playable character in this game, I should say. The same series he's from. And he's known as Red Armor. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Red Armor in Japan. Firebrand is the primary protagonist of the Gargoyles Quest series. He belongs to a race of gargoyle demons known as the Red Armor tribe, considered the elite warriors of the Demon King Astaroth. He's considered a hero among his peers, and as such has been nicknamed Red Blaze due to his bright red skin and prowess with fiery magic. Excuse me. The Red Armor tribe appear as standard enemies in the main Ghost and Goblin series, while a fiery blue silhouette of a Red Armor serves as the series logo. Now that's all the basic information I can find on him, but a lot of things you see nowadays in Capcom are a lot of Ghost and Goblin appearances, such as Arthur, for instance, who's been in quite a lot of different video games. I'm not going to mention all the Ghost and Goblin games, because Firebrand has been in every single Ghost and Goblin, Ghouls and Goblin, call it what you would like. It's been in every single one of them, but I will mention all the other games he has appeared in besides, you know, the Ghost and Goblin series. So he was a end boss in the video game, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, Higemaru Makajima. Yes, he was an end boss in that game. He was an enemy in the video game Black Tiger. He was a boss in Namco Cross Capcom. He was a playable character in SNK vs. Capcom SVC Chaos. He had a cameo appearance in Saki's Ending in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. He was in the background of the Ghost and Goblins theme stage. And he also appears in Domaru's Ending in the vanilla version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. He is a playable character, of course, in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And next thing, I'm going to be doing, or going over who, the people who have done the voice of Firebrand in the past. And he only has 2 voice actors, or should I say 2 voices. And the only person who actually do his voice was in SNK vs. Capcom SVC Chaos in 2003, and that was, excuse me if I pronounce this guy's name wrong, Kiyotomi Narukinia. Yeah, that's his name. And believe it or not, he does not have a voice actor for this this game right here. Every voice you hear, as you hear him going "gah gah" all over again, but that's actually sound effects from what I found out. So yeah. Next up, I'm going to be going over his interactions with other characters in this game, and the first thing we're going to go over is the pre-fight dialogues and intros, which is basically when you see Firebrand lead off this fight along with Domaru and Virgil by his side. He only has one interaction with the character, and it's against Arthur, Amaterasu, and Thor, and he says, "This could be fun." He doesn't actually say this could be fun. He never does. He speaks in his own language, which is that "gah gah" noise he does. So, but that's kind of, they have a little, language for him. The call names for him you know, whenever he were to call anybody, say like he needs assistance or something, he would basically, you know, instead of saying Domaru or Virgil, he just goes Kark. Yep, he goes Kark. That's what he does, Kark. Don't ask me. I don't know. His victory pose quote, which is at the end of the game, if he were to defeat, say he defeats, we see Virgil right here. He doesn't have a special interaction with Virgil, but he's the one to defeat Virgil, and it shows him, you know, doing his little end and cinematic. He, once again, only has one, and it's with Arthur, Amaterasu, and Thor. And he says, I'll beat you down as many times as you like. His after-match win quotes, which is basically after when you see him along with Virgil and Domaru on the same screen, a little comic book thing. The quotes after that, he has not a lot, but a little bit more than he usually has. Against Deadpool, he goes, go, hold on, go, ah, gee, gee. I'm not, don't expect me to do that, okay? I'm not doing that no more. And basically what that stands for is, what a weirdo. When he defeats Doctor Strange, he says, gas, gee, gee, ga, goo. And that stands for, Booker Darkholm, I'll be taking that back. Morgan, he says, gyai, ga, ga, gee, gee, ga. And that stands for, Ansland, never heard of you. Against Arthur, he says, ga, 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 gee, ga. And he says, this time, it's you that will turn into a pile of bones. Against Phoenix Wright, he goes, gaio, goo, ga, ga, ga. And that stands for the winner decides the rules. That's how it's done in the Demon Village. And against Domaru, he says, go, go, ga, ga, ga. And that stands for, time for you to go back to wherever you came from. Yeah, his baby talk apparently from the way I was saying it. Goo, goo, ga, ga, ga. Either way, following ones, he has no interactions whatsoever, and it's his assist quotes, defeat quotes, and replacing fallen allies. And basically what I'm assuming is it's just him going, Gah! You know, doing his bird noise he does. And for his taunts, he just growls. That's it. And that's all the information I could find on Firebrand, but I will be giving you guys my personal opinion on the character in this game, and the character all by itself. So we'll start off with the character by himself. I think it's interesting that we see, you know, Firebrand so big to this day that people still remember him from the Ghouls and Goblins series. It's kind of like he's from. I've only played it like a couple times. I'm not gonna say I've never played it. And Firebrand's kind of like, he's not the Goomba or the Koopas like in Mario, or, you know, the weak enemies, but he's not the strongest enemies either. Like he's a basic enemy. If I had to compare him to someone, it would probably be I think his name's Lakutu? I'm not positive. I'm not a huge Mario fan, so the one that is in the cloud and throws stuff at you, that's who I would probably compare him as. And I think it's cool that he's so well remembered that he actually earns a spot over many Capcom characters like, you know, Mega Man, for instance, and Captain Commando. Many fan-requested characters to end up in this game. I for one, love the you know, shout out back to the classic games, and I think it's neat to see Firebrand in the game. It's someone you wouldn't expect because he's not the main villain of the Ghouls and Goblins series, from what I understand. It's Astaroth, I think his name is. So I, for one, I enjoy seeing Astaroth in this game. Not Astaroth, I enjoy seeing Firebrand in this game. Astaroth would have been cool too. But in this game, I kind of went over it before. So I guess I see there, if you didn't just see it a couple seconds ago, Firebrand does appear in the background of this stage too. Which is what leads me to believe he's kind of like Lakutu. Like I said, I think that's his name. But I like his appearance in this game. I feel it's a nice, cool one, you know, nice little shout back to the past, because Ghosts and Goblins, I honestly think it's like Capcom's first, I don't want to say big game, but like one of their first games ever really made. So as a character, I find him pretty interesting. Like I said, in his series himself, he's not that big of a character, but I think it's awesome that he's appeared in so many different games as a main boss and all that. Like that one game, he could I mean, okay, for one, how did that not hit Frank West? I don't know, I like Firebrand. I think he's a neat character to put in this game. By the way, I just want to acknowledge I'm not that good at this game. I'm nowhere near the level of, you know, some of the top people in this in the fighting industry. Nowhere near. I'm probably like the lowest of the tier, but I think I'm doing pretty well with Firebrand because I never play Firebrand, and I was actually surprised to see how well I was doing in this. I'm not gonna say I was doing fantastic. I thought it was neat to see how well I was kind of doing. Virgil though, Virgil's an easy pickup, and I don't even do Virgil justice. Dumaru, on the other hand, very top tier character that a lot of pros use, it seems like, from what I see. I don't see him use him that much, but you know. Oh, excuse me, there's a geek so yawned. But I have no idea how to use Domaru at all. You see right there, he says, I'll take you on. But he didn't say, I'll take you on. He just went, eh. I'm not entirely sure if that is Sentinel having a special interaction with Firebrand. That'd be cool if he did. We'll do a Sentinel. Maybe next time we'll do Sentinel. Besides, they got the New York Knicks Sentinel on this one. They got the good one. Yeah, I've talked about everything. I really don't see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at me go right now. It may not be the best combo in the world, but I did justice. Oh, you want to see something messed up? Look at Iron Fist, dude. I'll never forget this. Iron Fist was messing me up. Like, I couldn't get anything going against him. Well, except for right now, I'm kind of doing something. Yeah, Iron Fist was just messing me up, dude. Yeah, look at him, he won't even let me out. And I don't know how to play Domaru that well. So I'm sitting here trying to get out of this wall, and Iron Fist is just like, nope, not happening, son. Finally got out. Yeah, I try to do that stuff because that's all I see people do with him. But to me, it's kind of weird, like... Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes the button inputs I do aren't this, you know, they don't do what I thought they did. You're damn right I do. I claim this all for my... Damaru's a pretty cool character. I actually thought... Let me talk about him a little bit. When they originally announced Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you know, the vanilla version, they showed a video of, you know, Ryu and Wolverine fighting Iron Man and Morgan, and I want to say Hulk and Chris Redfield. Maybe it was the same one that had, you know, Deadpool and Virgil and all them too. But I know, not Virgil, Deadpool and Dante, excuse me. But one of the videos showed off Red Army, excuse me, showed off Domaru, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, that must be the final boss," and I was kind of surprised to find out that he was a playable character. And because I mean, if they ever were to do a Marvel vs. Capcom 4, which from what I hear is very unlikely, how are they going to top Galactus? That's just my thought. Like, Galactus is like the biggest thing there is to fight. Like, how are they going to top him? Who knows? So, I don't know. Maybe they're never going to do a fourth one. I certainly hope they do. I always kind of, like, with the fighting game Injustice, it seems like they were really paying attention to doors. Like, they got a lot of DLC. Like, they released Lobo, Scorpion, General Zod, and Batgirl, and recently Martian Manhunter's been announced, and it's... I think they, from what I heard, they also announced that, they also announced that Power Girl, the Red Hood, and Sub-Zero are going to be in it. I can't 100% guarantee that one, so But like, it seems like they care about the game and they want to, you know, do good things to them. And I don't know, this one just seemed like they didn't care enough. Like, it's just like, to me, it kind of felt like Capcom was like, okay, we gave it to you, now see you later. I hope they do like a fourth one, or maybe like add on to the game some more, because I want to see some other characters. Like, give me my Gambit. Gambit's my favorite hero. Give me Gambit. Give me some other characters. Let me get some Luke Cage. Black Panther, that's who should have been in this game. But when I eventually do my review of this game, when I finish all the arcade playthroughs, except of course for Jill and Shumu Goroth, because I don't owe them.
Be gone.
But yeah. Simple. Are you facing Galactus now? Sweet.
Behold, the power cosmic itself.
The battle for Earth. Ready? Fight!
So yeah, I'm fighting Galactus now, and I just want to express something. Usually the what are they called? What the hell are they called? Oh, heralds. Usually the heralds give me problems. I just want to express, I think I did a pretty damn good job against them. Watch, ready? Watch me mess them up. Guess what? Dead. And now we're fighting Galactus. Oh god. Galactus' fight's pretty simple, and he makes a mistake. Ready? Mistake made, Galactus. Get fucked. Mistake is made.
Squash you like the bug that you are.
You win.
Alright, nerds and geeks, I just want to apologize now because we're about to see Firebrand's ending. I want to apologize now for my horrible Firebrand voice, so enjoy.
So, Arthur seems to challenge the ruler of this realm.
God, it's embarrassing.
He will find the Castle of Astaroth has a new lord,
I'm not doing the guy. Not happening. Not happening.
as well as many powerful minions to fight on his command. My demon brethren, destroy this human, and tonight we dine on his bones.
I gave him like a Russian accent at the end there. Oh, nerds and geeks, I apologize again for that. That was... Well, that was something. But I've given you all the information I have on Red Armor or Firebrand. I do hope you have enjoyed watching this, and if you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, a like, and please subscribe if you have enjoyed it. And you also would like to see more arcade playthroughs. Tomorrow we'll be doing Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. We are so close to finishing it, and we'll be playing as Chowder per request from another person. So if any of you would like to request a Marvel character for next week, because we've done a Capcom, we're moving on to Marvel, feel free to leave a suggestion, and I'll do them. But as always, fucking hiccups. But as always, nerds and geeks, my name has been OMG WTF LOL FTWBRB, and I'll see you guys next week when we continue on with the arcade. These hiccups are ruining my outro. I'll see you guys next week when we continue on with the arcade playthroughs of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So until then, nerds and geeks, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day.